I'm Jennifer Bute, and I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia at the age of 63, although I had already resigned as a GP because I had realised several years earlier that there was something seriously wrong. I'm now on medication, and it has made a tremendous difference to me. For many people, dementia is a very bleak prospect, but for me it is a privilege. I now understand it from the inside as well as the outside, professionally. And my father had it, and I do not fear the future. My father once said, "Death is but the turnstile that recushions one's baggage. It doesn't alter the splendour of one's destination," because for me, my faith is central. It all started with me getting seriously lost, so I just bought a sat-nav. I found I was unable to recognise people even if I'd known them for years. Often mannerisms helped more than names or faces. I have difficulty finding my way home as all houses and roads look the same. Where I live now, which has on-site dementia care, all the doors have different colours, but that doesn't help me. So I have a statuette from our previous house outside the door, which is a familiar thing for me. Travel is very difficult for me as its complexity overwhelms me, unless I travel with someone I trust who can cope with my distress. But even so, travelling in the rush hour is a complete no-no for me. I used to be an avid speed reader, but now it does not make sense as I do not understand what some of the letters in the words mean. And even words without context don't mean anything to me. I can manage emails and Facebook, and I listen to talking books. Money is a challenge as I can't add up or subtract accurately. Coins confuse, but I manage online shopping because supermarkets confuse me. I did not realise I had hallucinations until they all disappeared with memantine. I can usually work out that my visual hallucinations are such, logically, but it is useful for me to understand other people who don't have that insight. Many sounds or auditory hallucinations can be worked out logically as well, because we don't have children or babies living in the village where I am, and other people are no longer around. I tend to ignore the phone because I can't cope with it, and if the family want to contact me by phone, they always pre-arrange it. Smells are my most frequent hallucination, and people get used to me looking round to see who's blowing cigarette smoke over me, or me asking what's burning. Filling in forms can be amusing for other people. I tend to use computer spell checks. Using lifts can take a very long time. Putting stamps on envelopes can keep the post office in business. I tend to write lists. That's if I remember to read them or can find them. And not recognising one's relatives can be very embarrassing. Understanding is slow and very different to how it used to be. Cooking recipes can be beyond me. Jigsaws can now be far too complex. Bills might as well be in Chinese. And if I say pardon, it probably means I haven't a clue what on earth you're talking about. The spiritual never dies. There are no rainbows without rain, and there can be beauty in colour and shape even if the content is obscure. I see dementia as a gift, even the same way as pain can be a useful gift in the right context. It's a privilege to learn so much more from the inside, and a glorious opportunity to explain, educate and inspire.